Hey guys, this is Market Update. The message for this video is there's absolutely nothing to worry about. Actually, Bitcoin, I think, is operating completely as intended. So Bitcoin is just capital, right? It's just an asset. You trade the price of it. That's it. What I think people are doing, right, is that Bitcoin is the perfect asset to hedge. And what I mean by that is not like inflation hedge stuff, which doesn't mean anything. Let's say you're a family office, a hedge fund, something else, and you're just like absolutely massively long tech, NASDAQ, S&P, because those are the best capital indexes in the world. Like, you have to be long all that stuff. There's a war happening, right? There's missiles flying everywhere, and there's news headlines and oil headlines and everything else, right? And you don't know when they're going to come out, but they do come out 24/7. But you can't trade the NASDAQ 24/7. You can't trade the VIX 24/7. Right? It doesn't work. So you need an asset that is worldwide, highly liquid, and tradable 24/7 in order to hedge your long exposure elsewhere. Bitcoin is perfect, right? That's what you can use it for. And during a war, the price is going to just get smashed as people, hedge some of their long exposure elsewhere, and that you can trade it in the futures market, which is, this perpetual futures actually makes sense as a product that you need as a hedge fund or anyone else that trades. You have this long exposure, you need to hedge it. How are you going to do that? Bitcoin's like the perfect way to do that. That also creates opportunity, right? Because people are hedging, or they're taking shorts, or they're projecting their negativity on this price. This creates the opportunity long term as well for investors long term, because Bitcoin is a hedge long term, not in the short term, long term, to hedge against inflation, everything else, debasement of currency. Long term, a scarce asset versus the debasement of currency. It's just the most simple thing ever. Fixed asset versus asset that isn't fixed, that debases itself 10% a year. Bitcoin's going to go up versus dollars. Long term, the negativity here actually creates the opportunity for returns, right? So it's kind of actually exactly how you would expect. Now, Bitcoin is right at its true market mean. Now, bear market, you come underneath this. So this happened twice here. You kind of go sideways for a while, right? You kind of bounce around and you just have to kind of churn people out. That happened here for a couple of years. Also happened here as we recovered from the FTX crash here. We're just under it now. So do we have 3 months left, 6 months left, 8 months left? Doesn't matter, right? Just doesn't matter if you're investing long term. If you're trading short term, might go sideways for a bit, right? But it's a good price in relation to the trend. So there's nothing really to worry about, right? It's a really good time, actually. Also, the growth rate of Bitcoin, right? There's nothing to worry about. If you look at the 200-week moving average, this is averaging 20 to 40%, depending on which phase you're in. These companies, right? Apple and Microsoft, I looked it up for this video. I thought they were maybe 30 years old. They're 50 years old. Both of them. 50 years. That's insane. And they're still growing 20 odd percent. This is Q1 year over year, so this is a little bit noisy, but they're still growing 20 odd percent a year. Google is, I think, almost 30 years old, maybe 25, 30 years old, growing over 20%, right? Nvidia growing 85%, right? S&P is 11% year over year growth. The long-term run rate for the S&P is about 13, 14% now. The NASDAQ is more like 20%, right? Bitcoin is 20 to 40%, depending on, where you're looking at, right? Because obviously bull markets drag it up, and you have these bear markets that go sideways. There's nothing to worry about. You're in an asset that's growing 20 to 40%. That's the 200-week moving average. So you can really, really easily, right? And let's just forget all the questions about Bitcoin. Like, is it successful? Or it is successful, right? Look at what Strategy and Strive are doing, right? They're preferred stocks built on Bitcoin, like the most successful preferred stocks. So the ETFs were crazy successful in terms of the amount of money flowed in. So this is an asset that is successful at this point, right? It's not going away. It's got a use case, right? It is a useful asset for both long-term investors and short-term traders. So it's going to be growing at like 20+%, right? So if you just take the 200-week moving average, which is right here, it's actually trading at around 61,000. So 61,000 times 1.25, 25% a year for the next 10 years, so the power of 10, is 568,000 for the 200-week moving average. Now, there's going to be some error in that as well. Look, you're looking at about around this for the 200-week moving average right here in 2036. Now, the price could be above that. The price in a bull market can get 100% above that. So let's times this price by 25% as well. and you're looking at a 700,000 price for Bitcoin itself. So you're pushing into $1 million a coin, and if you get a big bull market, maybe it hits that way before, right? So that's pretty good. There's just nothing to worry about, right? It's a great asset. It's going to be really volatile. It's being used for its use case, short-term hedging, trading, positions that hedge other positions. But long-term, the volatility is fantastic for long-term investors. This thing's growing at 20% a year. If you do 30% a year, then you're looking at $1 million much faster, right? 25% is, I think, achievable considering the growth rates here. Bitcoin is a successful asset. There's nothing to worry about. Keep going, and you're going to be making money in this. If you do trade crypto, Bitcoin, crypto, TradFi assets, you can trade them all on Bybit. Click the link in the description below, and they'll give you a deposit bonus to trade with. Anything you deposit, they'll give you a deposit bonus all the way up to $30,000.